Hello everybody, this is your boy Mintleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Reverse 1999 Update 2.5 Anniversary 1.5 Showdown in Chinatown. This is probably going to be the last episode of the main story, like the main story event. And we're going to start off straight with I presume this is going to be the boss fight right here. SC-19, False Dilemma, between what people see and what they judge.
Target spotted. I repeat, target spotted.
What's going on? Who are they?
Impressive, Night Piercer. This is a whole new level, even for you. Tell me, what did you pull to take control of that film reel?
I didn't pull anything, officer. It chose to fulfill my wish. That's all.
Something bad's happening. Wait, maybe it's good. Those things, they stopped moving. They're not attacking anymore.
You kidding?
I never wanted to get innocent people involved. As I said before, this is between me and Noor. Now, may I see my dear old friend? If you're worried about her safety, the little Vigil can tag along.
It's too dangerous. We've already put Noir at considerable risk, but pushing her right into the hands of a criminal, I don't think so. We can't put a civilian in danger like that. Besides, why would Xing let you go with her? You're walking right into a trap.
Trap or not, I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
Poitier, what are you doing? I told you to hold position.
Please don't blame Officer Poitier, sir. I forced her to bring me here.
What? What the hell are you thinking?
It's time I put an end to all of this. No need to worry, officer. Our reliable Vigil will keep me safe, isn't that right?
Yes, of course. I will ensure Miss Noah's safety, Chief. Leave it to me.
Keep the target in check, Liang. James and the others are working on how to break this barrier we're in. Camerahead and that ghost hunter are helping them. Stay calm. We want to resolve this peacefully if possible. Haven't forgotten what you learned in negotiation class, have you?
Of course not, sir. I got straight A's.
Start up, rookie, and straighten your back. I get why you want to wear this outfit, but you can get things done with or without it. Isn't that right, partner?
Right, ma'am. I won't fail. Let's go, Director. Time for the final scene.
Look around you, Noor. Look at what we've done. This is what her film, the very last work of our dearest friend, looks like now. Tainted, twisted, and wicked. All this is proof of our guilt. The blood on our hands.
So, what are you going to do about it? Teresa's never coming back. She's dead. And you, playing hero, punishing those you deem evil. Does that make you feel better? You kill me and then what? Kill yourself? That's how you'll atone for your failures? Forgive my bluntness, but how laughably naive you are.
Atone for my failures? You're way off. You're right about one thing, though. She is gone. The person who cared for me more than anyone in the world. Dead. When she gave me a shoulder to lean on, I pushed her away. I left her to die alone and in pain. How could I ever atone for that? How could I ever expect her to forgive me? How selfish of me to even ask for that.
Then why can't you let it go? CO7 is the hero who brings the happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. What you are doing now is anything but that.
The hero who brings a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. That's what I said in the behind-the-scenes interview of CO7 too. I'm surprised you even remember that. But there'll be no happy ending for me. You probably heard that. After she died, I starred in a few movies with other directors. But they all went south. Not because they weren't commercially successful or popular, but because I couldn't shake that feeling of disgust. I'd never felt that playing CO7. The cameras, the boom mics, the spotlights, the sight of them made me want to throw up, scream, do anything to run away from it all. Eventually, I retired from acting. But that sense of disgust never left me. It haunted me wherever I went, whatever I did. I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just act? Why? Day and night, I wrestled with these questions. Until one day, I found the answer. It all began with a dire mistake. One that needs to be corrected.
Miss Noah, get back!
Okay, she's kind of insane, but and no, I'm not gonna fix her. Okay, so this is the balance mode. In case you guys are this is the first time seeing this, maybe some of you are. Balance mode basically, you can see it raises all characters to this level. It won't lower characters to that level, but it will raise all your weaker characters. So defeat the reunion of the three swallows. So is that basically that is the film itself? Okay. So a bunch of moves. Let's see what it has. Flash rewind when HP falls to 0 or when an enemy with still flame is attacked by NG shot. Enter phase 2. NG shot at the end of the round if the wrap up progress gauge is at full. Cast it one time. Okay. Still frame cannot act, cannot take damage. Wrap up. When progress reaches 100, cast this one, dealing max HP damage to the target. Okay. Cannot gain Moxie. Gains Moxie after an enemy actively casts a skill. Okay, wonderful. We don't have to bother because...
Wrong about you after all.
Oh, hi. Teasing's kind of insane, not gonna lie. Oh!
Countless choices have led up to this moment.
What in the world is
Not
this?
all of those choices were made willingly. No. Some of us had no choice but to fight over scraps in the dark corners of society.
Okay, to be honest, I wasn't listening to your
This
grandiose
time,
speech of monarchy or
it is
whatever.
my choice, my own will. And I'm fortunate to have you playing opposite me. I can see it in your eyes. You're not playing the role of a hero or an officer. You're yourself, and not.
What about you?
Oh, that was a
Playing
misclick.
The role of a murderous villain really what you want?
The answer to that is yours to find out, little visual.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Oh, this thing is huge. So NG shot at 0%. Enemies periodically launch powerful attacks on target holding focus. Use still frame strategically to evade the attack. Okay. As usual, we will bind Marcus. Okay.
No, Brett, don't worry. It's been proven safe. Everything's packed. Please, allow me. Bask in the sunlight. Would you care to lie down? I need to find some shade. Hell's Gates!
Well, what is that?
Hell's Gates!
Oh, that was a mistake as well.
There's a first time for everything. Perfectly understood. A fragment of truth.
There's seriously been an unusually high amount of these like in-game dialogue pieces.
Dark embrace. No use in avoiding it.
Okay, before I click again and miss the story, what are you gonna say?
How rude!
Okay. Focus, priority target for enemy attacks. Okay. Villa? Oh no, not this one.
See how my skills glisten. Perfectly understood. Everything's packed. Shall I, Master?
The sparkling of the sea, the shimmering of scales, there is always a light to follow.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? It's so bright. How can I read? This place is a real page turner. Some dreams.
I've been waiting for this.
Phase 2.
Get the camera rolling, Noir. At last I'll get the ending I've always wanted.
Looks like there's no stopping you.
In that case, I'll make you stop.
Okie dokie, phase 2 begin. Meanwhile, let's continue buffing Marcus.
Don't worry. It's been proven safe. Everything's perfectly understood. Don't be afraid. Give it a try.
Another addition to my
Oh, hi, what is this?
Soon, you'll all be tucked away in my throne.
Wait, hold on. Is that a mirrored Kakania? Yeah. Oh, okay. On death, dispels all still frame on enemies. Okay, cannot receive healing. Damage taken is set to 1. I don't care. That's basically just a character stand-in, isn't it? Also, wow, these resistances. This boss is still very vulnerable to Petrify, Daze, and Freeze, as well as Captivated, which is what I could technically do here, right? Captivated? That doesn't say so. Okay. Wait, why is my Kakania in still frame? Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. No problemo indeed.
There's a first time for every. Hi, Master.
Yeah, let's heal Marcus up a little bit.
Drives progress.
There's my stock and race. Time to turn the page.
Oh, that was a mistake. I wanted to hit this.
Together, we are fearless. Hey! This place is a real page turner. Sweet dreams.
No more final words? Okay. Let's get this boss straight out of here.
It's been proven safe. Allow me. Give it a try.
Oh, it's dead. Very good.
Enough of this, Cecile. Stop this feudal resistance and face reality. No matter how hard you try, you can't change the past.
Okay.
No, Little Vigil. This isn't my curtain call. Not yet.
Watch out, Liang. Although we come from different lands, we share the same dream. There is still much to be hopeful for.
Ammo's running low, sir. They must be gaining power from this area we're in.
I hate you, Nor. You were born with a silver spoon and exceptional talent. You took everything for granted. You looked down on everyone else. I've always hated you.
Miss Noah, hold on!
That was close.
Miss Gigi, is this really what you want to do? Are you really going to kill Miss Noah? You have to stop! This is completely meaningless.
Meaningless? No. This is exactly what needs to happen. Every story must have an ending after all. The past has held me prisoner for far too long. I need an ending, a conclusion, so I can finally leave it behind me. Only then can I reach my perfect grand finale. Xiangliang, impossible. You didn't chant the incantation.
This time, I won't hesitate. You were my inspiration, Miss Qixin. Like the countless kids who were once lost. I found myself in CO7, and that's exactly why I have to stop you. 降亮既出，王有不违，斩杀凶旧，小节不祥。
So that's the end of the boss. But apparently summoning Xiangling. Was it Xiangling or Xiangliang? Whatever. Let me get. Isn't Xiangling that character from Genshin anyway? Inside the film, a newly born consciousness formed from fragments within a chaotic sea of thought. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so that was the end of the boss fight, and possibly this will be, going straight to the very end of the story. No more battles, I think. So let's go to SC-20 until the light fades. The final spark in their eyes fading slowly.
Mommy, look! It's Qiangliang! It's just like the painting on my lantern!
You're right. It's the legendary Sandao beast. Look, it has the tail of a snake and the head of a tiger, just like the illustrations.
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhengzi?
What are you two yapping about? Xiandao Beast? Zhengzi? Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
That's right. I told you this was all for a movie. Why don't you guys believe me? Oh, come on. You're always full of hot air. That said, there's no way this is real. It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
Wait, so all those things were fake? I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. Their costumes and makeup were so real looking. Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
Wow, that's Qiangliang, huh? Looks totally awesome. I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhengzi joined the Fiju's bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Qiangliang in action.
Whew, looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier, and the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
What boy? This again?
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
Look! iPhone! Something's wrong with it!
Is that archway melting?
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film. Wait, the barrier was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then this means
It's falling apart. We need
need to get out of here.
Get everyone away from the edges of the barrier. The further they are from those twisting buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
We do, but clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men. I can use the containment incantation they taught me at work, but I don't think it'll hold for long.
Just do your best. In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source. All right, Qixing. Whatever you're doing with the reel, stop it now! Or I'll make you stop it!
I'm not doing anything. It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
The reunion of the Three Swallows. What's happening to it? Wait, there's something else here.
No doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the City Hall not long ago. Mr. Wang must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits. Since then, I've suspected that.
Of course! I should have realized earlier. Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest. A living soul is a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast. All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
Miss Qixing, your hand!
I must admit, the film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
What does that mean? Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense. There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixi. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism, but in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil. That was never her intention.
So that's why you did all this? You wanted us all at the parade because you were losing control of the reel? It isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah. Was that also a setup? If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective 073. That's her motive. The ending consists of 2 major elements, the Shehua parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain.
Noah isn't the villain, is she? In your perfect grand finale, the villain you intend to kill at the parade is none other than yourself.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance. And who better fits the role than me?
This is the grand finale you want to have? But why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be. When a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again. People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
What happened to He Rijun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
But it was my fault. It was my stubbornness, my selfishness, that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last. That sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it. But then I realized that the biggest piece of scum was me. The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself. He Rijun doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
Quit it, Vigil. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was. Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, "I made some edits. Take a look." You know that's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words? No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I will have this ending. Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength. I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me. Those spirits will disappear, and everything will be back to normal. A perfect grand finale, isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
So it's come to this, has it?
Wait, sir! There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said. Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is my and Qiangliang's specialty.
Wait, what are you...
Liang!
You out of your mind or something?
Yes, there are a huge number of evil entities bound within it. And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced. But I must confront this challenge. Not to protect the honor of my family or to mimic CO7 either, but because I want to. Because it's right. Every story has an ending, and I must act to create the best one for everyone. Sorry, I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me, please, Qiangliang, heed my call. Good. Is this the best I get? Qiangliang?
幸有大贤方相使，受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之礼。降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。然而，显道兽一时能庇护的范围终究有限。一时，人间仍有诸多邪祟诡异肆虐，非人力所能敌。但那时的百姓们却从未放弃过抵抗，因为他们知道，只要心怀希望与斗志到最后一刻，显道兽必将现身。逐除恶鬼，还人间一片太平。
Qiangliang, no!
So they broke up this exorcism part into the next chapter. Okay, whatever. Oh wait, is it? Okay, maybe I guess so. So this is the next day, right? Noir's there, Virgil. No, wait. Liang is there, and then Lee is here as well for some reason. Okay, SC21 rescreen, but you'll always love the story, for it remains there unchanged. That is a rescreen indeed.
Last night, the Chinatown Shuhu Parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle. These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's Exorcism. The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks. One spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far." In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims. Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous to our society. No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others. Taking the law into your own hands will only lead to chaos, violence, and potential harm to innocent people. We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone. If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
The LAPD has just announced a plan to add a number of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage. The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial
They're hiring Arcane Affairs officers. Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform? Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot when you are better?
Knock it off. I've been a greengrosser for 20 years. There's no way I could be a cop. Right?
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge. Besides, I spent some time with the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
Mr. Wan, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer. There's a lot that goes into being an officer, but I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others. The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the curse and saved everyone. You are our hero.
You're too kind, madam. I was only doing my job. And I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered. Most of them have already been discharged, too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their what's it called again?
It's 317 madam. Just call it spiritual energy or something like that. I heard that those crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Keising has also recovered. Well, mentally lah. They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
Qixing pulled her punches, apparently. I guess deep down she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was. Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
That may be the case, but I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually. If we'll try our best.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spookters was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel. It was creepy lah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the Dai Pai Dong. I mean, the Chinatown food store on a Saturday night. What's worse, those specters drowned the Sanwan Chatpa of innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence. I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now. And there's something else that's bothering me. When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside. It bore everything, all alone. Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Zhenzi. The way it looked at me, I think it wanted to tell me something. But I didn't understand what. Qiang Liang had been by my side since I was 6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword. I never saw it as an independent individual or as a friend. I never tried to truly understand it. And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
Come on, enough with the long face. Maybe Qiang Liang will respond to you one day lah. You never know. And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost busting service. Exclusive discount just for you
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that. I bet it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
I hope so.
Oh, Portier! There you are! And the ghost-busting girl in Liang! Great! Oh, sorry. I mean Officer Liang. But if you don't mind...
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
Oh, where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine. Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people. I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks at the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you. Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qi Xing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too. But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
For crying out loud, the DAA is in a movie theater. Where'd all these people come from?
My apologies, sir. I invited them. This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible. Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Come on, sir. It's no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the film's about.
Yeah, didn't you see something on TV about assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
No need to worry, Deputy Chief Eldon. After thorough examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality. It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Zhou said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. All right, everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm pumped! No way I'm missing this! Give me a pen!
You have my thanks, Vigil. If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song. I also have to thank you for helping me stop Ah Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Yes, I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film. I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. but I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me. What matters most is the people who make the film, not the film itself. But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence. When she's free again, both physically and mentally, perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
So, even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies. Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being. I look forward to seeing what you do next.
You won't be disappointed. By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
Miss Scott, something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, where the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom. But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows. I don't like this feeling.
I'll keep an eye on the matter. I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way! Nothing's more important than a movie that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
Is this going to be actually a legit anti-credit section? But it's really fun. It's definitely reminds you of all those old Kanto movies. As you can hear this theme right now is Cantonese. Miss New Babel. Miss New Babel's Critter Rehab Center is the sponsor. Yeah, they mentioned like once in this entire story, and I think nothing else happened. I thought we're going to get something, but no, that's not the case. Oh, but we have one final episode, which is number 22. What's this right here? Exclusive interviews with cast members after the show. Oh yeah, what happened to Scott, by the way? The player that placed us here. Are we gonna finally get the big reveal? This one, right? Anonymous visitor. So SC22 anonymous visitor. A bouquet left by the comforter wilting away. Is that Scott? I think it should be Scott. It's like, what? Seriously, what happened to Scott? This is the epilogue.
Scott's ward. Scott's ward. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is? I'm kinda lost.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way, take a left at a corner, and a right at the next.
Forward, left, then right. Okay, I'll remember it now. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago? Must just be my bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly. Wait, which way did she say again?
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data. It's probably nothing serious, but we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Please wait a moment. Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
Yeah. Thanks for your...
What's wrong?
Good afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Who are you?
Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers? No. Something's not right. I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower? Please. Is this Crystal? It's you, madam. You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
It was my honor to serve you, madam. And I must say, you have incredible foresight. The vigils caught me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
but you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Yes. But you needn't worry. I can handle this myself.
That is good to hear.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago. She was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
That is not necessary. Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself. She will find me when she's ready.
What was I doing again?
I am contacting you to express my gratitude. Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And please believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
Who are you?
However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end. Adieu, Miss Scott.
Huh? Wait.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought. Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
They're under some kind of hypnosis. Caster's no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad. This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness. Now all we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail. Truly genius. And I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city. We should have had her join the investigation. I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not defending you this time either.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend. If we told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish. Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it? See how considerate I am, how I always do things in my cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster? Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Really?
Our big fish got away, yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time. Now, back to the stolen arcane items. There are 5 in total, including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered. Tell me, Bob, does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
It's Alan, not Bob. How many times do I have to tell you? And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been destroyed, and the film reel's been recovered by a fellow cadet. These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those 2 items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
Again, it's Alan.
Fu 藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1. Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
It's Alan. A-L-A-N. There isn't even a single B in it. Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait, could it be?
Bingo.
Does that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
It would seem so.
So, it's Manus Vindictae again. They must have planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
Huh? So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual, and somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation? There's just no way.
The stolen items would probably go to the Manus eventually, but I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindictae obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right? So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist, they would have delivered the wind-up toy to their master straightway, rather than letting it be passed around all over the place. While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindictae, they are swimming in murky waters. They may be pursuing their own agenda. Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
And there's the big mastermind. And that is also the end of SC-22 and also the end of this main story of Showdown in Chinatown. Let me claim my... Oh, there's no reward here, right? So, what do I think of the story so far? I honestly don't know because... I don't know. Qi Xing doesn't really come off as a very compelling antagonist. And I'm also not super interested in Noah's story and that whatnot. I don't know, maybe I was hoping it would capture me more because I do like Kanto movies, but it feels like something's a little bit like meh. I don't know, I've been feeling this way with some of the past events in Showdown Chinatown, but I do like the aesthetic a lot. That's all I'll say. Also, I'm to pick up this one, even though I don't have Liang Yue right now. But yeah, that's it for the main story and of Showdown in Chinatown. When we come back next time, we have a few more things to tackle. Actually, quite a lot of things. Like for example, Anne and Lee's anecdote. We have this one, which is Liang Ye's story, and now Noah's story just opened not too long ago. And I guess we can do a note on Shuori, which is probably going to be. Actually, what is it? Is it the I think it's something else completely. It's not related to Jiu Niangzi, right? I don't know. Anyway, go back in here. Let's collect this reward. And yeah, that's it for this episode of Weverse 1999 Update 2.5 Anniversary 1.5. After this, we are going to go straight to those side quests. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Mintleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Stay safe and stay frosty, my fellow timekeepers. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye bye.